that they can't have her in her car. The most they can do is kind of be there with her as she is taking the initiative and leaving for herself. So Priscilla ends up having to get a cab, and they just follow closely behind and kind of like just watch her to make sure everything works out properly. It's kind of wild. It is crazy how intense it is. It's very interesting because it's like, if you strip away all of the mind games and all of the like stressful aspects of it, like, it could really be just narrowed down to the fact that she simply is calling a cab, packing her things, putting her things in a cab, and driving away, going to live her own life. But it's like, coming from that place and knowing that it's so much more than that, knowing that there are literally going to be people that try to stop you. Your entire family may try to like guilt you into staying or making you feel bad for wanting to live a different life than what they are living. Where there's literally, she's experienced where they will send her off to this like place for troubled teens to try and watch her more closely, or to have more control over her, to try and convince her that what she's doing is wrong and that she needs to stay there and get married. And there's just so much manipulation and just fearful tactics that are being used to try and keep her there, that it's like, the initiative that she's taken to pack her things and to get ready to leave, it's extremely scary. And I know personally how nerve-wracking that is, and how hard it is to just do that without, you know, having your sisters or families or friends that are willing to help you to take that step to actually make it happen. Because it's one thing to want that and to dream of a life where you are free to make your own choices. It's another to actually go out and do it, because that is tough. It's definitely difficult, and most people need help with that.
She's tried to leave 3 times now, so we want this to be, this is it, she's done.
I'm a little bit nervous and I'm a little bit excited because I want to make sure that she feels very safe.
This is the part of Priscilla's story that is amazing. She has been through so much. Like they've said, she shared her experiences of having strange men show up at her door and just her mom telling her that these people are going to take her away. She's literally been grabbed and taken into vehicles to go to these facilities for troubled teens. And they're just trying so hard to control her, even though she just simply peacefully wants to leave, and they're not having it. They're not letting her do that, and it's not breaking her. Even though they're trying so hard to manipulate her and to really forcefully keep her there, she is still having this desire to leave and will do whatever it takes. And she finally has done it. And it's so cool to see how strong she is, her will to get herself out of that situation and make a better life for her. I think that's amazing, and I love this part of Priscilla's story. It's so cool. And Christine is this really loving, kind lady that takes her in and is there for her as a parental figure, but also for emotional support for her to work through this whole transition. So I think this is an amazing part of Priscilla's story. I love it. I feel like one of the common things with a lot of these escapes is that they want so badly to have people around them. There's this type of fear of loneliness when you leave, because you're constantly thinking about the fact that you may be leaving all of your loved ones behind you. And that can be really hard to accept. And nobody wants to be alone, you know? They are choosing a different religion, a different lifestyle to live by, but it's not that they just want to abandon their family or leave everyone behind. It's not that they don't want to still have good relationships with their loved ones. And it can feel so lonely. That I love that all these people were so happy and willing to help Priscilla when she left. She says it right there herself, that without knowing that she could get this help and knowing that there were these options, it's very likely she may have just stayed in the order, not because she would have wanted to, but just because she would have felt like she couldn't have done it, that there's no way. And the order, oftentimes when you're in those situations and in that type of an environment, you talk down about yourself so much, and you don't have as much confidence or belief that you can do these big things and make these amazing changes in your life, that oftentimes people just get stuck and trapped into thinking that they have no other choice, so they stay there. And I feel like that would be so sad. to feel like you are forced to stay somewhere you don't want to be, and just feeling like you have no other options.
So, Priscilla, want to see your room?
Let's drop all this stuff off in your room.
Oh my gosh, this is so cute.
Wow. So Priscilla makes it out, and she's able to get the help that she needs to lead her own life, and that's her story. It's an amazing one. I really enjoyed watching this one. This one was intense. It's just so cool seeing people with such determination and willpower, and when they make it through and things work out, it's so motivating. Such a great story.